G'day guys, welcome back to Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Let's get cracking, eh? You guys having a lovely Monday. Or Sunday for most of you, I think. So, we've found, I'd say, half the orb so far, I think, perhaps. 3 pieces of the orb. I'm guessing we've got to find another 6. We've met Agrippa here, who's in it's pretty bad shape, but
you should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting
he's
around.
hanging in there. Anyway, we're off to the right-hand side this time. Might as well just start using our tinder, eh? Because we've hardly used any of it. There seems to be a big surplus of it, so we've got a cracking in here. It looks quite dark. Some laudanum. You know what, we haven't used any of that so far, so might as well use some of it now. All is good. Pretty good shape. Like that by jumping, let's just like the whole room, fuck it. Let's do some searching. Piece of paper here with Agrippa Channel's Wayer. Wayer taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Wayer claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, that he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. Is it Agrippa, or Agrippa, or Agrippa? I don't know. He could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of, I've seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wayer told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. That must be what's in that little, I don't know, vessel. The this tonic. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Okay. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling kank. Kank? Kunk. I'll have to address Wayer with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Probably a tinder in here somewhere. What I tell ya, right there. Could be another one of these crystal box things in here as well. There we go. In court, the Order of the Black Eagles spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I'm the one, and then they all know I am the one and the same Alexander. Their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away. While I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. continue. Quiet entrance. There'll be more torture chambers in here. The last ones we saw were pretty gnarly. Looks like another ritual chamber. We've got another piece of paper here. Oh.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry.
I was
No
saying-
time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded
So
killer.
we did play a part in this.
Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
That Daniel's an evil son of a bitch.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
So was it Alexander who was the one who... Could it have been Alexander who was the one who was the understudy? They've been...
He deserved it, that little bitch.
After the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Let's see what, does this one say anything now? Main hall now. See what's going on now. This place is huge. A lot darker.
My intentions, Daniel. Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened.
Oh no, it's another one of these blokes.
Your selfishness is killing us both.
We're not fast enough. Or at least crawling around in here somewhere. Hey, what's going on, Rev? Welcome to the stream, bro. Ah, you're alright, mate. We're back here, we're in the choir now. There's one of these guys running around, so... trying to stay out of view. I don't know where he came from. We found another dungeon here. I found an Iron Maiden. Yeah, right. There's no ceiling here, looks like. Got plenty of stuff. Or we might even just have some. It's another torture chamber. What's this? Another piece of the orb. Can we enter? The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked. His knee jerked as he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Oh, we're experiencing what it's like to be inside one of these things. Ouch. Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's right. You guys have it too, don't you? Alright, the old mate's running around here somewhere. I think it could be on the other side now. He's in there somewhere. Or could he be around here? What is that? Doesn't appear to be any other door on it. Hey, what's going on, Meta World? Look at the stream, bro. Show him your pod collection. There's just one guy roaming around here. Got to be another dungeon entrance in here somewhere. This is a big place. There's another door. Beauty. Can we break it open? Maybe with a hammer and chisel? Yes. Picked up poison gland. That's right, we need to find 3 ingredients as well for this poison, this tonic to release a grip. This is a bronze bull. An old Greek form of torture. A flame is lit underneath the bull, you pop the person inside, and they essentially roast to death. I think the way it goes is I don't remember the name of the person who built it. I think it's just the way the story goes. But the king that he built it for decided to test it out with him. He threw him inside. Now, I don't know what the pipe's for. I think it's to extract their terror or whatever. But the, I think the thing has holes in its nose. It heats up, starts steaming out the nose. The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bull as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. I reckon that might be a possibility. No. Can we actually get inside? We can open it for some sort of effect. Can't light it though, but I almost forgot. There should be a piece of should be. Not necessarily though, because we did find something special. Could be a piece of orb. Can we crack that open? No. Doesn't appear to be anything in there. Okay, let's go. Let's move.
Whatever it takes.
I reckon Daniel has had far more of a part to play in all this than what we've been led to believe. So far it's been a case of Alexander, who's the one who's been sort of coaxing him along, I guess. But it does feel like, I don't know if we can get up on here. We can. It does feel like Daniel has... Oh, shit. Well, thank you very much for that advice. You can jump up the 1.5 meters of stone. Okay. That gives us an opportunity to go this way now. With the scary butcher in there somewhere. I don't think he's paying too much attention to us though. To be honest with you. Not until we meet him. We do meet him though, he's very fast and there's... You can't seem to outrun him. Could be off to the right here. No, there's another door. Nice. This could be another section of orb in here. Have another flashback.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
Is that a selling point?
Die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
This will be another familiar form of, I feel like we're in the towers of fucking some sort of London prison. I think this might be another orb piece here in the corner. Not hard to spot. Yep, what do they call this again? The Wheel of Fortune. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spoke of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly but with intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Does, right? The drainage. I don't know what the other shackles are for. There's the hammer. Can we pick this up? That's our job done. Looks like he's freaking out again. Alright, so I'd say all the doors would be on the outside of this very dark area. I like the look of this place. Now, he's around there somewhere. We came from here, didn't we? Yes, we did. Now, oh no. Can you go away, will you? I'd say our best bet will be to climb up and across, but I think I know why we went wrong. We hit that. Okay. Well, he's on that side.
Shimmering.
We came from here. We'll give you quad damage. I think that's one of the most iconic power-ups in gaming. It's the old quad damage. Oh, you absolute mongrel. Nah. Also, there's a look back button. Oh, you. I guess it's a good thing because it does restart us. Yeah, he's just going for a bit of a jog. A look back button would have been pretty sick, like in Outlast. Makes you miss it, actually. Okay, so we've gone through there. That's a door. I'd say the other sections might be through here. I doubt it, because we came through here, I think. Oh, he's just floating. Okay. That's enough out of him. We came through here. Let's say we'll chuck a left here. Don't remember coming this way. As you can see, there's no map or anything, but I don't really think it needs one. I think the areas look pretty large, but they're small, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't make any sense at all. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Oh, he's wigging out again, mate. I still think that Eternal Darkness has better sanity or insanity effects. How many pieces do we have? I wonder if we only need 4. Now, what were the ingredients that we need? The only good bug is a dead bug. Have they made a good Starship Troopers game? Like, I'm not going to talk about Helldivers because, like, I mean, Helldivers 2 is a completely different game to Helldivers 1. I don't think Helldivers 1 was very popular. Not popular, but not very well known. And I think it's just way better with more than one person. But I'd like for them to make a legit Starship Troopers, a good one. They have made some, or a couple I think, but they're not very good, no. I'd say they're mediocre to pretty poor at best. And when was the first one made? 2003, I think it was. I don't know exactly what it was released on. I think we only need 4 parts. I can't find any other doors. I'm not really fussed about old mate running around. Pretty slow. He's just wandering around doing nothing. Oh, hang on. Oh no, wait. That's our door to get back. Yeah, I think we're done here. Yeah, I mean, you'd only have 2 factions to play with, I'd imagine. You know, the humans and the bugs. I discovered something new last night as well. It was on YouTube, but I think it's turning, or it's been turned already into a tabletop game. Very similar, in my opinion, to, think of it as a cross between like 40k and Warhammer, like Fantasy or Age of Sigmar. Called Trench Crusade. So from what I can gather, imagine the first crusade happening as normal, but the crusaders coming across a portal to hell, doing some dodgy shit that opened up the portal, and then that battle or that war lasts from that period of time all the way to, I think it's like World War One or World War Two, and technology has taken a different path throughout history, and it just looks really fucking cool, like really cool. I was listening to what would you call, like an iceberg on it last night, and if it becomes like a legit game, viable, you can buy the miniatures. I'd be keen to get into that. It sounds like a great alternative to the Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And hopefully the prices on the miniatures will be cheaper.
How are things coming? Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Please,
I've
find the ingredients and prepare the tonic
I think I've got
via
one of the
this guide.
animated
And do
films.
so before you assemble
I've watched
the
3 of the
orb.
films.
The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum
I didn't know there was a
will only be
TV
breached
show.
for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save him.
Yeah, so that's one reason why. Because I'm mainly into the painting of the miniatures, not necessarily the gaming side.
But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
But that's one reason why I sort of started looking online for alternative miniatures, and there's heaps of them, you know. Because Games Workshop miniatures are just really expensive, like Warhammer stuff, yeah. And like in my opinion, with some of the others, that the alternative ones that I bought for like a fraction of the price, they look just as good. You can apply the paint just as good. They got just as much detail, you know. Look, sure, you got to clean them up maybe a little bit more. That's a small thing, you know. You can't play with them though, I don't think, if you wanted to with the games. So I don't know if there's a strict rule on the miniatures having to be, you know, Games Workshop miniatures. For example, I wanted the Kriegsman, and first of all, at that time when I wanted to buy them, they weren't selling them. I think they sell them now in box sets in plastic, but they weren't selling them in plastic. You could only buy them on the website. And they were very expensive, and they were always out of stock. So I went ahead and looked for...
How are things coming? You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Look for some alternatives, and I found some. And they look just as good. All right, let's go see if we can fit these pieces of Also, the faction that I was painting up the most was the Imperial Guard, with Astra Militarum, and I actually like the look of the older models. The newer models are cool and all, but there was something about the older ones that I just liked more, and they've changed the design. They fully redone the design on them, so I kind of lost it with collecting them. That, and it just got too expensive. I don't think we can do anything here yet. Where's my orb? I gotta tell you, but they've really amped up the like bulked up the variety now in terms of model variety and like troop variety. For example, when I started collecting them, I wanted to buy some corn berserkers, and all they really had was those in terms of the World Eater's army. But now they've got like, you can pretty much build a legit army, not just have them as a side, like a side guys for your Chaos Space Marines. I'm a bit short on words today. Get some Smurf miniatures. I think that's what they call the Ultramarines. So we'll find out exactly. I think we're missing a piece. We are missing a fucking piece. Obviously it's not that. I think in the brass bull section we need to go back there. I said they weren't hard to miss. I missed one. Yeah, some of the small figures are, yeah, 50, 70 bucks. Some of the larger models, when I say large, I mean they're still small, but 200-300 bucks. It's just, I don't know. And then you got paints to buy and brushes, and you know, you're better off buying better brushes. With paints, I think, you know, if you can sort of do some research on paint brands, Vallejo is pretty good. To be honest with you though, I do prefer the Citadel paints more. Except for Abaddon Black, I don't enjoy the Citadel Black. Artificially creating a homunculus. I wouldn't even know how to do that if I tried. So we're missing a piece of orb.
Find a way.
Who? Oh, just talking about the different types of paints you can use. I've never airbrushed either. That's one thing that I wouldn't mind trying. I mean, I guess if you're really more into playing the game, then you just speed paint them. I think the rules are, as long as they're painted, you can use them on the board. So they can't just be primed. You have to have them painted, ready to go. They certainly can't be bare plastic. But painting just means slapping some color on them. If you really wanted to, like say for the, you know, Imperial Guard, you could just go a spray of green, you know, quickly paint the skin black for the boots. There you go, bang, done. You could whack 10 out in an hour, a couple of hours. Look, I enjoy watching the game being played, but I've never played it myself. And the reason why I've never played it is because when I go to paint miniatures, I'm very pedantic when it comes to painting. So for me, painting like one miniature takes like a million years. And not just that, it's also the fact that, you know, learning the game in and of itself is like just, I mean, you got to be dedicated to really learning the ins and outs of your particular army, and keeping up with the change in rules, you know, which means getting your hands on a codex, reading it, making sure that you're up to date with, because I'm sure the rules change constantly. I'd need a couple of things to do that. I mean, I love watching the sort of features on the Golden Demon as well. There's a competition I think they have. I think it's like the premier competition for painting, and some of the jobs that they do and the effects that some of these people manage to pull off, it's just mind-boggling. You look at it and you just like, you can't wrap your, unless you know, you're that caliber of painter, you can't wrap your head around how they get it done, you know. And then you watch a video on how they get it done and you're like, fucking hell, that's just insane work. You know, it looks fun, but it's just mad talent, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And each person seems to have their own particular style. You should check them out on, you can check them out on YouTube. It's just like, how can I put it, like really good, like just artistic vision and imagination that goes into it. I've got a string, that's right. Tough string made from hemp. That was the other thing that I picked up. I'm gonna need to try and use. There it is. So where we need that string and the meat, I got no idea. Actually, I think they're parts. They could be parts of the ingredient making the tonic. Look, like I'm not the best painter in the world. I think I've shown a couple of pictures on Discord. But I definitely come a long way. When I first started getting into painting, you know, you spend 80-90 bucks on a box of miniatures, you put them together, they look great, and then you're like, okay, now I've got to paint it. And then you start painting it and you realize let him kill me. You realize just how much practice it's going to take. But you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep doing it over time. You start to get better and better and see better results. And I think that's primarily what you gotta have to understand and deal with. And I think that's probably where it's best to start with like cheaper models that you can buy online, just from like independent sort of printers.
Maybe she knows.
Because I gotta tell you, when I first started collecting, especially the 40k stuff, some of the models, especially the resin ones, just looked really shit. Like, they just look really ordinary. Like, the Plague Marines look fucking absolute trash. And if you buy the Plague Marines now, like, I've got a set of them that I was painting. It's just night and day. Yeah, you know. They just look way better. At least you got it together. So when I built my first Gundam, I didn't know that you didn't need glue. I was too busy fucking gluing everything together. I'm like, oh, hang on. I think you just gotta clip these together. And then I started painting and I'm like, hang on. I don't think you have to paint these either. Like, shit. It's this stiff man covered in paint. Right, so something definitely is getting pissed off at us. It knows we're coming. And we're coming the wrong way. And we're coming the right way. No, that's the wrong way. Oh, they're real? Oh, I thought they were gonna be like hallucinations. They're real. They're eating me. Oh, they've trapped me. So was that supposed to happen, was it? I think that was supposed to happen.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Oh, get fucked, will you, mate? This ain't right. Oh, this bar looks like it's pretty loose. Can we move the table? No, we can pick up the bar. Can we jam open the, So we need to get back to that chamber. Maybe we can jump from here into the gap. Ah, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Oh, we might as well just sit here and, I don't know, eat some hay. Oh, that's enough of that. Can't move the bed. Padlock there. You can't actually pick up the desk either. It might be... Let's see what it says about the bar. A rod of iron from the cell bars. That's nice. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh, we can move the bed. Trying to push the bed. Let me out. Oh. To get this bed out. I feel like we have to pull this bed over, but it doesn't want to cooperate at the moment. Come on. There we go. Get it closer. On there. Alright. Let's see what we have in here. That's going down. There we go the other way. Nothing again. Can we use our string? Okay, let's keep going. Can we unlock any of the other... No! Well, at least I got out somehow, but what the fuck's that? Oh. He wasn't there before. Laudanum. Some more tinder. Let's drink some laudanum. That heart doesn't look very healthy the way it is at the moment. Right, last room. The note. Last prisoner note. There's little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I'll fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I've begun to wean myself off my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb. But now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I'm in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped the key down the pipes. Oh! It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. My dreams, Alexander, I am king. My dreams, I best you and escape your clutches. Return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. So... pipe. This isn't open, is it? Gotta be a key around here somewhere. What's that? Oh, the tinder. There's a ton of tinder in here. Jesus. Oh, can I use the bar on old mate maybe? Bucket. I can go up on this rope, I reckon. Let's lift her up. I don't know, that could... probably the key could be in there. Take it down. So we got some fresh water, perhaps? Ugh. Picked up a bucket of water. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I feel like this guy has something to do with this. No. You can't possibly bring him back to life with the water. More oil. Thinking there's a broken pipe here, could have been a key there. What can we wash? Maybe in here? Or what's the water good for, you reckon? This room looks fucked now. Alright, let's think here. Got a dead guy in here. Is there something stuck in him, maybe? Oh yeah, nice. Which, what did it look like? What could I possibly use the water on? Actually, maybe we've got to pour the water through here. There we go. There's our key. We're out. Don't be roaring at me. Coming for ya. Fuck, we're getting chased by something, aren't we? We sure are. It's not the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, housekeeping! Sort of light. It's Pennywise. Come on, Daniel, you can make it, son. You can make it. We're back in the nave. Now we can go fit this last piece of the orb. Agrippa, you'll never believe what I found! I know where we are. Can we... Oh, we couldn't keep our bucket. What's happening to you now, mate? Didn't go all amnesia on me again, did ya? Imagine if he ends up back in the prison. Did I get here?
Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me and I fear for my life more than ever.
Oh, we're out and about.
There's a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. I took the coach, went there.
And that orb is one killer fucking orb, isn't it?
Expected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others.
What a... Is this guy for real, bro?
To take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the ritual.
They just went and slaughtered an entire family? This guy's horrible.
We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
We weren't a good guy by any stretch of the imagination. That was horrible. Get up. I wonder if there's anything in here. Nothing. We're back here now. Sounds like he's just trying to save his own skin. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream, mate. Good to see you. Oh, we're back at the top here. Now it's completely been corrupted. I don't really feel like Daniel deserves to make it out through this. I think he... Oh, that's the laboratory now. Oh yeah. I got this on the PlayStation 4, the collection for, what's it, like $30? With 3 games. I'm keen to play the other 2. I thought we'd start off with the first one. Okay, let's put in our poison gland. Eating the gland will not extract the poison. Should put in some meat. Cannot use item this way. Let's put in the string. What's this all about? The bunker is the one I'm really wanting to give a go. Next, probably. I don't know if it's in any way connected to these ones, because it's not set that far off in the future compared to this one, I'd imagine. All right, we need a maybe I can put it up here. Can I perhaps put the poison gland in my jar? Eating the gland will not extract the poison. Yeah, I agree with both of yous on that one. I'd really like to go with the bunker first. Like I said, I'll go into it blind without having looked up any of the lore, or even to see if there's anything. Is Agrippa still alive?
Dad, I thought I'd lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
Running around. Do you play as a French soldier? I think in the trenches. Ah, yeah, nice. Eternal Darkness was pretty good. Mega, yeah. You can't even take one. Okay. Let's go down. Because remember, we need another ingredient.
What are you doing? Time is running short.
Yes, I know, sir. Oh, we can't get through here anymore, can we? Oh, we can. I don't know if it's blocked up or if we're gonna get attacked again. Thrown in the dungeon.
He deserves it.
Going for it. Ow. I wanna at least put in the last bit of the... Yeah, he's a bit pushy, but we've got the last piece of the orb. This might transport us to where we've got to get this last ingredient. Ooh. That's what I said last stream. Yeah, like a darker version of Elder Scrolls. And we get into the ulterior universe. We're gonna need these ingredients. Especially this section too. Ah, man, he's gone all troppo again. He goes all weird. And he gets too scared. But they have? I wouldn't go past it. Or like a horror-based mod for Elder Scrolls. Right, so our notes were talking about we can look at the orb does not by itself remove the barrier. Something must be done with the machinery. Yeah, that's right. Notes on torture, is it, I think? No, this one. The poisonous fungi, that's what we found. The Vita could be extracted as usual from any agonized victim's blood. Next torture session. Tamta, on the other hand. Oh, hang on. We got a metal pole, don't we? See if we can give it a good bashing. So we've got the fungi. We need this water. We could heat that up in our jar. On the Bunsen. Drop the fungi in there, make a mixture. But then we need the Vitae from a torture victim. I'm not sure if there could be one in there. I feel like we're just gonna get killed running in here, but that's okay. That's right, we have this machinery to deal with, don't we? Ow. We gotta jam it. We've got to jam it up. I'm thinking our bar could jam it. Item display. Oh, what's over here? Got oil. What do you mean? Can't pick up oil? That would have been a part of the puzzle here. What we got the string for? Maybe we could jam the cogs. Can I pick any parts of these up? This. Not large enough to jam the cogwheels. Gotta find something bigger. be something else in this room that we can pick up. Can't take the pipe. Any one of these pots. Maybe there's something back up here.
The blood. Use it for the ritual.
Another note here.
1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... What is a life worth?
We'll find it.
How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent.
Hammer apparently
But
wasn't.
to kill an
There might be something on the wall that could
to
be big
save
enough.
Myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Maybe something on the wall? Nothing. Well, we've got some boxes here. We have a rock. Maybe a rock will work. I don't think that this will work though. Oh, it worked! That fucked it up. Yeah. Uh-oh, I can hear something in the distance there. I don't know many other games that are based around Lovecraft that are any good. There is one that I want to play, but it's pretty expensive. Dark Corners of the Earth on the Xbox. You gotta hide. I wish I'd bought it back in the day, that one. Again, it wasn't very well known, but now it's become like a, what would you call it? Like a cult classic almost. Where's he gonna go? Ugh. It looks like a, what do you call it? An uvula. What's that thing in the back of your throat? Where's this clown going? I wonder if I can just like hide here. Here he comes. Oh, we are the masters of stealth. The best place to hide is in plain sight. Yes. We're in the corridor of eyes. We are in the inner sanctum. Stanfish should be proud. I don't know if we need to be here yet, but we're getting closer to whatever it is making that massive noise. Oh, look at this.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster.
That was your own choice, buddy.
Now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Oh, this is the water. That could have been that water that they were talking about. From Kirk. We need to take another drink.
Get away! You shouldn't do that!
I don't think we were supposed to do that. How else do we take it with us? Oh, I think I've heard of that one. Are there any more switches? What this evil thing is. Oh. We stood on some sort of portal. What that was all about. Let's go to the other side and see if that happens. I think that's opened up the door. Thought I heard something open. Ah. Alright, before we go in here, I'll be right back. Alright. I don't know if it was supposed to do something with that mix beforehand, but we can't go through back now anyway. I'm hoping we get to go back. Wow.
It saddens me to see you filled with such hate.
Uh-huh.
Is vengeance really what you seek? I hoped you, of all people...
Oh, that's Alexander.
...the grave nature of the situation. After all, it's always been your life we were fighting for. Isn't it worth a little sacrifice? Come, help me finish the ritual. There's still time before the shadow catches up with you.
See, how do we help? Pylon is on the verge, unstable. See if we can knock it over.
Do that. I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I think
Gotta push it one particular way. It's trying to pull it towards me.
so close? I beg you.
No, don't do that. Very nonchalant with that.
You killed us both.
was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory. Hellfire made to wash away my sins.
Making our way out of this place now.
There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
I thought we were supposed to go forward and get the last ingredient for it to save Agrippa. Oh well, guess he was stuck in there. But, I might do a hard run through the game. Next time we'll get him. But that's Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought it was pretty cool. Look, that was it. Pretty anticlimactic. Oh man, I wanted to save, take Agrippa with us. Shit. I thought we didn't have enough ingredients. I thought we were gonna go to like a alternate dimension and get the water. Or whatever it was. I guess I was wrong on that. Look, I gotta tell you, the story's great, the sound is fantastic. I'd say we might have gotten a different ending if we'd performed that last mission properly. I would probably, my biggest criticism would be the enemies. Just don't think there were enough of them, and yeah, they weren't really that scary, were they? Is it the scariest game you're ever going to play? I don't think so. Not by today's standards, no. Eight credits, hopefully. I want to see where it left us. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward adventure, isn't it? Point A to point B. Yeah, it puts us back at the end.
It saddens me to see you filled with such hate.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's the Amnesia, the Dark Descent. I'm keen to do a second run through it in the future. Yeah, so I'll be back on next with some pinball. I think I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more tables going. Do a bit of a chill stream just to round out the holiday here. I hope you guys enjoyed Amnesia, by the way. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think I would love to play the bunker and see what they've added in terms of game mechanics. Like I said, I think the biggest thing in the game is the sound design. I think it's really good. Sets the atmosphere for the most part. In terms of the areas and things like that, I think it's kind of a little bit simple, but you know, it is what it is. It's an older game by today's standards, so yeah, I thought the enemies probably could have been more varied. Could have had more sections where there was, like, I don't know, unique enemies that required a unique playstyle to sort of like get through the area. Something like that. Maybe a little bit more with a sanity meter too, but look, I think it was great. Yeah, no worries. Thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. Let me thank you all, Revy, Meta, cheers for coming on, appreciate it. And Every John, thank you for coming on, man. Thank you guys. Yeah, look, I'll be on in about 20 minutes. I'll go get myself a cup of coffee and we'll be chucking on some pinball, and I'll see if I can get this Jaws table and the Star Wars table. But I want to see if I can climb up in the rankings a bit more, you know, and especially on this fucking Williams bass fishing table. I remember playing that in the actual pinball machine a very long time ago, and I enjoyed it then. And I don't know, it just, yeah, I don't remember it being that tricky, but it's still good. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna log off for about 20 minutes, make myself a cup of coffee, go have something to eat, and I'll catch you guys in about 20 minutes, half an hour if you want to, well, let's say 20 minutes if you want to join me for that one. Alright guys, once again, thank you very much for joining me through that playthrough. The next Amnesia game I think will definitely be the Bunker. I'm not sure what horror game I'm gonna play next. I might choose between Resident Evil 7 or Evil Within. I'm doing a Madhouse run through Resident Evil 7. We'll see how we go with that. But I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, cheers, and I'll see you in a few.